Financial education. Is Jeremy Lefebvre and financial education a scam? I remember watching this guy's videos back in 2017 when he was in front of a whiteboard, and he said very confidently into the camera that he will be a billionaire someday. I think he had like a 20-year or 30-year plan, and he was projecting out extremely high annual returns on his investments. For some reason, I didn't make a video about him. And then starting around 2020, 2021, I noticed that a lot of people were making videos about Jeremy and calling him a scammer. But to be honest, my opinion of him is going to deviate a little bit from the general opinion. And the reason for that is I have seen some of the worst people in the industry. I have been directly involved in litigation with numerous people. And additionally, I've sat in and contributed to numerous other cases that I haven't directly litigated. So when it comes to being able to assess whether someone is a scam or a fraud, I think that I have a pretty good barometer. Maybe you disagree, and if that's the case, that's completely cool. But from looking at Jeremy, I've spent the past 2 hours watching his videos, and I think that a lot of the hate and criticism that he gets is overkill. And part of that reason might be because they view him as an easy target. Around 4 to 5 years ago, I remember getting on the phone with a YouTuber who has now grown to be one of the largest people on the entire platform as far as exposing scams. And the gist of the story is that when I spoke to him about some of the people who had sued me, and this was before the FTC got involved, I sent him all of the information. He easily could have made a video about it. His response was, "Yeah, but I'm concerned about getting sued." I completely understood where he was coming from because 4 or 5 years ago, his channel wasn't nearly as big. He didn't have the financial means to defend himself against a frivolous lawsuit. And also, he didn't have insurance. He made a business decision where in that point in time, he was completely right in making that decision. And the reason I bring that up is it's possible that people are making videos about Jeremy and not targeting others who are much, much worse because they know that if they target those people who are much worse, then they are going to get sued. Whereas with Jeremy, he doesn't seem to fight back. And I think that it's incumbent upon the people who are making the videos to really evaluate how bad they perceive Jeremy to be relative to other people. It seems like recently he's been transitioning more to larger cap companies with strong brands. Yes, I know that he lost a lot of money on Tattooed Chef, and he's also been involved in a lot of penny stocks which have lost a ton of money. But one thing that I will give him a lot of credit for, which many people on YouTube do not do, he owned up to and did not run away from his losses. He lost millions of dollars on some of his recommendations. And he told his entire audience that he lost millions of dollars. He didn't try to hide it. He didn't try to act like he made money on those securities. No, instead what he did was he made a video, he looked right into the camera, and he told everyone that he lost millions of dollars. I've watched a bunch of his recent videos, and I really don't have that many problems with it. Obviously, some of his thumbnails and some of his titles are pretty clickbait. PayPal has been trading between $50 and $70 for a really long time. So for him to claim that it's going to go to 200 is very unlikely. His channel has about 750,000 subscribers. And I saw a recent video where he only gains around 1,500 subs every single month. There are many smaller channels who have 10 to 20,000 subs who are gaining more than 1,500 subs per month. So his growth rate is extremely slow. His views really aren't that high relative to his subscribers. And I think that his recent content is pretty good. It's entertaining. He's not asking you 5 to 10 times in every video to join his Patreon. In fact, in the videos that I saw, he didn't ask one time for people to join his Patreon. So I really went into this before I did my research, and I thought that I was going to be much harsher on this guy. But from my standpoint, and I'm sure that you probably disagree, you're welcome to leave a comment and let me know your thoughts. But I find his videos pretty entertaining, and I don't think he gives horrible advice at this specific moment. Did his advice cause many people to lose money in the past? Yes, it did. That's indisputable. But right now, I think that his videos are pretty good. I like the fact that he told his audience that he lost millions of dollars. I like the fact that his videos are pretty entertaining. Am I learning anything from watching his videos? Personally, I'm not. But that doesn't mean that other people might not learn something from watching his videos. So that's basically it. Let me know your thoughts. You can leave a comment below. And as always, I appreciate your attention.